So Parshat Vayeshev is full of stories. It's crazy to think like how many things happening in one parsha, comparing other books we know from the Torah that, basically if you want to say a story on the parsha, there's nothing to say. So a lot of things happening, starting with Yosef bringing the coat, Yaakov bringing the coat of colors to Yosef, and then the fight between the brothers. They throw him to the pit. They're selling him. We go down to Egypt. Potiphar's wife. It's a very long story. He ends up being in jail after solving the dreams. But one story in the middle of the parsha is kind of stuck in there, with not really connection to the whole story. If you want to see it, because I'm going to say something about the order of it. So in the Blue Chumashim, it's in page 208. You can open it while I'm saying it, and you'll see it later. 208. So the story is about Yehuda and Tamar. Yehuda, the fourth brother, of course, we know the name. We are Yehudim. We know him. So he's going far away from his brothers, and we've been told that he have three kids: Yehuda and Shelah, Onan and Shelah. Sorry, and we have Tamar that getting married with his older son. That son died, so she wanna marry with the other son, like mitzvah tibum. That's even a mitzvah to marry with the brother of your pre-husband. What do you call it?
Brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law. Yeah, thank you. But he died also, and then the third son of Yehuda is very young, so he told Tamar, you know what, just wait a little bit. He will be older, and then maybe we'll think of something. But she's really anxious to have kids. So she's hearing that one day Yehuda is going somewhere. She tells herself, "Oh, I know what I'll do. I'm just gonna dress in a costume, he won't recognize me, and then he might gonna convince himself to be with me, and then I'm gonna have a child from Yehuda, from his kids, from him. Doesn't really matter. I just want to have a kid from him." So that's happened, but she's very smart. She's wearing a costume, but she tells him, "You know what? If you want us to do that, give me your stuff. Give me your coat, give me your stick, whatever." Okay, happened what happened, and after a few months, everyone sees that Tamar is pregnant. Now Yehuda is very mad because how come she's pregnant? She's waiting for my third son. And of course he's saying, "Oh, we should kill her." And then she's so smart, she's giving him his stuff. Of course he don't know yet that's the same woman he met a few months ago, and tells him, "You know what? I have no problem. Just this is the stuff of the man that because of him I'm pregnant." So, and he said, "Tzadkami meni Tamar," I got it wrong. Of course I'm not going to kill you. And the story ends with telling us the name of the kids. She had twins, and their names were Peretz and Zerach. Now, it's a hard question. Why have we been told this story? And it's an even harder question because if you'll see, whoever opens the book, so in page 206, it's the story of the brothers selling Yosef stops when Medanim, the brothers selling it to Ishmaelim, Ishmaelim to Medanim, Medanim sell it to Egypt, to Potiphar. This is where we know it's going to be. Pause. Story on Tamar and Yehuda. And right after that, right after the end of the story on Tamar and Yehuda, Vayeshev urad Mitzrayma. Yosef going down to Egypt. The story continues like nothing happened. Now, it's very weird. It's also a perfect one aliyah, one chapter. It's clearly that something happened here that's not part of the story. So why is it? So Rashi trying to say that I mentioned in the beginning, Yehuda was far from his brothers. Okay, so because they were angry about him, that he was the one who suggested to sell Yosef, now their father is so angry about them, so he become far from them. So this is why we bring the story. But again, it's kind of technical. Okay, this is why he's far, but why are you mentioning it now? I mean, you can definitely do it before all of the story. After that, there is no connection. And I heard a beautiful answer from my rabbi in Kiryat Shmona, Rabbi Israel Kirsten, in the yeshiva of Kiryat Shmona, and he said the following: Hashem, there is no problem Hashem creates without creating the solution. Now, if we'll go to Megillat Ruth, which we read in Shavuot, on Shavuot, I had the page before that. That's in page 1273, if you want to see it. So, in the end of Megillat Ruth, we have that guy, Peretz, that we just read, he got born. And we've been told who's the kids of Peretz. And he go 10 kids from Peretz till Ishai, and Ishai only the David the king, who we know. And we hope also the Messiah will come from David. So Rabbi Kirsten suggested, right before Yosef going down to Egypt, right before our first galut, our first exile starts in Egypt, we're pausing the story to tell you, you know what? Right now, the seeds of your Geulah, your eventual Geulah, your Messiah is being created. Because from that Tamar, from these spirits, David will come, your Mashiach will come. And that's a beautiful message in life. Because if we know that Hashem is not creating any problem that He's not already created the solution, that means every time we see problem in our life, there's already a solution. There's an option, we're not seeing it yet. I mean, of course, we're reading the story, we don't know yet that parent's going to be connected to David, like that's only Megillat, Shavuot is so long from now. Not only because of the year, like seriously, at that time of the story, no one knew what's going to happen with that story of Yehuda and Tamar, but right before the problem of we're going down to Egypt, we're bringing to the solution. So, I guess what he tried to say, and what I want to tell you, we need to have the faith of Hashem. Every time we see problem in our life, there is a solution for sure. We just don't know what it is. And you know what, just like I thought about that, how many times in our life something bad happened to us, and then weeks, years, whatever after that, we were like, oh, now I get it. Now I understand why this bad thing happened to me, and why actually maybe it's a good thing, or why what I needed to learn from that. So maybe even when we're struggling in these bad things, we can believe in Hashem, and you know that, yeah, I'm going to figure that out some way. The solution is here. I just need to realize what it is.